Hello, this is Kody and welcome to the channel. I know how confusing it can be to move to the Phoenix area. We have so many different cities and neighborhoods within the greater Phoenix Valley, but that's what I am here to help with. I was born and raised here in the Valley, so I have a ton of different information about the ins and outs of our city, and that is what my videos are for. I go through a lot of the different cities and go through the pros and cons list and just let you know what it's like to live there so you can see if it would be a good fit for you. Today we're going to be talking about Glendale, Arizona, and while Glendale can really be a great place to call home, there are certainly some downsides to this city that you're going to want to consider when looking at Glendale. Glendale really sets it apart from other surrounding cities in the West Valley in that it does have larger lot sizes. So you will usually get a bigger backyard, a bigger front yard, and just more space between your house and the neighbor's house, which is always a great thing. And the main reason for this is because Glendale is just older. So the homes are going to be older here, and that was what they did back then. They built homes a little bit further apart. People wanted a bigger yard and some more space, and Phoenix had plenty of space back when these homes were built, whereas now we're getting a little bit tighter and the city is just growing. So a lot of neighboring cities are going to be newer, but their yards are going to be smaller because in those new communities, they built houses really close to each other because they want to maximize profits. So Glendale probably will have an older home, which we're going to get to later in the video, but the benefit of that is that they do have larger backyards oftentimes, and they even offer horse properties in Glendale as well. So if you're looking for a large backyard, Glendale is definitely something to look at. Glendale has some of the highest crime rates in all of the Phoenix Valley, but that is more specifically in South Glendale. So South Glendale has, it's just a denser population, some lower income areas, and that can help contribute to the higher crime rates that are found in South Glendale. Like I said, it is some of the highest crime rates in all of Phoenix, but there are some areas in Glendale where they have very low crime rates, especially in North Glendale. There are some very nice neighborhoods up there that are quiet, well kept, and very low crime. So don't eliminate Glendale based off this. They kind of get a bad rap for it. But it is true that there are higher crime rates in South Glendale, and it's definitely something to consider. Just real quick, I wanted to stop and mention that I do offer a free Moving to Arizona guide. It goes through a bunch of information about Arizona in general and talks about the different neighborhoods in Phoenix, the different cities, different parts of the valley, and just things like that. So send me an email and I can send that over to you. It's 100% free, and it's just a great place to get your research started. So send me an email and I'll send that right over to you. Glendale is very centrally located within the valley. It is on the west border of Phoenix, the city of Phoenix, and so you're very close to downtown. You're about 15 to 20, at the furthest maybe 25 minutes from downtown in North Glendale. And you also have very easy access to Scottsdale or anywhere in the East Valley. And Glendale is also very near to a lot of freeways, our 101 freeway, our I-10, our I-17. So you can very easily access any parts of the valley or go up north to Arizona very quickly, northern Arizona, very quickly. So Glendale is just a very centrally located location, and that is what draws a lot of people to this city. As I touched on before, Glendale is going to be generally older than other surrounding cities for the most part, and that is because Glendale is just a more central location than a lot of the other West Valley cities, and what that means is it was built before these other communities. So a lot of the homes are going to be 60s, 70s, 80s, and a lot of the newest communities in there are going to be built in the 90s. So the homes are going to be quite a bit older in there. There are a couple brand new build communities in Glendale, but they're going to kind of be far and few between, and you won't really get the backyard that you will in a lot of these older communities in Glendale. Glendale is the top spot for entertainment in the West Valley. Not only do the Arizona Cardinals play here, but there are also various concert venues and casinos and things like that in Glendale. Glendale also has the Westgate Entertainment District, which is pretty much the biggest entertainment in all of the West Valley. People go there from all the surrounding cities. They have movie theaters, restaurants, bars, clubs, a good nightlife, and there's just a ton to do down there. They'll have concerts in that area. and they're building a huge resort just south of Westgate, so it's even going to be a bigger area. It does get pretty busy down there, but it's an awesome place. They have a lot to offer. They have Topgolf there. They have a new place called Chicken and Pickle, which is similar to Topgolf, but instead of golf, you're playing pickleball. So you can have drinks, they have a bar, they have food, and they have pickleball courts. And they have a little mini golf area, so you get the point. Westgate just has a ton to do, and people from all over the valley go to Westgate to get some entertainment in, and it's right there in Glendale, which is great. This applies to any city within the Phoenix Valley, but it is hot. For 3 months out of the year, it is very, very hot. For June, July, and August, we are usually at or above 110 degrees, and it's not exaggerated. It is very, very hot, but we are rewarded with amazing weather the other 9 months of the year. People rave about our weather, and that's why so many people retire in Arizona. So you do have to deal with the 3 months of extreme heat, but then you have 9 months of really great weather. You don't really have to deal with any natural disasters here in Arizona or in Glendale, and it's just really nice not to have to deal with the terrible weather in the winters. So, but yeah, it really is hot. Definitely take that into consideration when moving to Phoenix. Glendale, yes, but Phoenix in general. You can get a really affordable home in Glendale, which is what draws so many people to the city. And I know there are some higher crime areas, which we talked about earlier, but there really are some great neighborhoods in Glendale, especially in North Glendale. Some of the best neighborhoods are Arrowhead Lakes and Arrowhead Ranch, and there's a couple smaller neighborhoods in that area that are very nice as well. And they're just going to be very safe, low crime rates, quiet, very well put together, and you can get a home for a lot more affordable in those neighborhoods than other surrounding cities. So if you're looking to save some money, Glendale could be a very good option for you. Glendale can sometimes feel a bit overcrowded, being that it is centrally located. A lot of people from the West Valley driving to Phoenix have to go through Glendale, or Phoenix to the West Valley go through Glendale. So it can feel a little bit crowded and congested in Glendale at times, especially during rush hours. And it's great to have the entertainment options in Glendale. You have a ton of them in there. Like I mentioned, the Cardinals, the Westgate area, things like that. But that does bring other people in from other cities, so it makes it a little bit busier in there, especially on weekends or during rush hour times. Overall, Glendale is a really great option for most people. If you're looking to get a house a little bit more affordable, a bigger backyard, or possibly you need a horse property, or you're looking to be pretty close to Phoenix, Glendale will have some really great options for you, but there are certainly some downsides when comparing it with surrounding cities. Overall, though, Glendale can be a really great option. If you have any questions, I am a local realtor here in the Phoenix area. I do a ton of work in these different communities, and if you would like my free Moving to Arizona guide, just send me an email and I'll send that right over to you. My information is on the screen. Other than that, I'll see you guys at the next one. Thank you for watching.